So something huge is happening in the UK, all right? Something's going down, and this is part of a global plan, all right? The Fed just came out. This is an article that just came out a few hours ago, that the Fed in America is warning that the UK, the problems that they're experiencing right now could put the whole world into a global recession, quote, global recession, all right? So massive issues in the UK right now, and this is just a signal. This is just another warning signal that the house of cards is coming down, all right? These countries can no longer just keep up this debt scheme, all right? We can't keep up this scheme that's going on, all right? We all know that's a scheme. We all know that funny money's happening, funny things are happening in the economy, in the stock markets. We all know this. We all know, and it's just like, yep, that's how it is. But the piper has to be paid at some point. Somebody has to pay the piper, all right? And now we are facing that. So this comes as gas prices in the UK are like $5.35, something like that on average, over $5 a gallon, all right, on average, all right? And it's a little bit lower in the US. It's like $3.80 something in the US on average, $3.75. But in the UK, it's even higher because they are part of Europe and they are a lot more subjected to this Nord Stream pipeline that Russia has shut off going into Germany, all right? So the UK British pound is collapsing right now, okay? It is at a historic low. It is at the lowest level in history, okay? And this is compared to the dollar. It's normally higher than the dollar. The euro and the pound are normally higher than the dollar, okay? And they're at historic lows, way under. And this is just another warning sign. When is it coming to America, okay? All these other countries around the globe are going to have massive issues, massive problems. They were warning just a few months ago in the UK specifically. An article out of the UK was saying that come winter, there might be civil unrest and mass protests because energy prices are so high and food prices are so high. All right, that's what's going on here. People they can like blame it on whatever they want. They're like, oh, it's the new prime minister and it's these new tax cuts and yada yada. That's obviously a part of it, but that's just the thing that tips it over the edge on top of all this other stuff that's happening, okay? And I was reading historic pubs in the UK that have been around for hundreds of years, 500 years, some of them, okay? 500 years. Think about how old that is. That's insane. And they're shutting down because they can't afford the energy to keep the lights on, okay? Energy prices have skyrocketed in the UK. Energy traders in Europe and in the UK specifically, because, you know, there's energy traders that keep all the lights on, you know, fill in the gaps here and there, fill in the gaps with natural gas, fill in the gaps with electricity, you know, they're filling in the gaps. And they were warning that big things are on the horizon, okay? They're even worried that energy prices could skyrocket. I think they were even worried that the UK could like cut off energy exports because their energy scarcity becomes so high, all right? So this is huge. And get this, the UK has also, they just banned paper money. They just banned paper money. When all this is happening, it's very coincidental. And you can still use like this nylon. So they've replaced the paper money with like this weird nylon money, but all of this money within a certain date of circulation is no longer valid anymore. And I believe they said it was like billions of dollars are still out there in circulation, and people were rushing to the banks to exchange their paper money for this like new weird nylon money, okay? So this is all setting up. This is all setting up. That's just to get people conditioned. That's just to get you used to what they could do. All right, it'll be you know, the economy's so bad, inflation's so bad, all these things are so bad that the only way we can make things fair and keep up with all the inflation and all the problems, economic problems, is to have digital currency, is to have a digital coin. Okay, Fed coin is even already a thing. All right, look at crypto. Crypto's massive now, but China already has a cryptocurrency, a state-run cryptocurrency, but eventually it'll all be that, because then they will have the solution. They will say, we can just manipulate the currency right in your bank account to you know, go with inflation, or go with, if inflation is 10% today, then we will just raise your bank account 10%. There's no worry. There's no inflation now anyways, all right? It'll be used as a solution. And you might think, oh, 10% a day, what is this guy talking about? All right, look at countries. I've made whole videos and reports on this. Countries like Argentina and Panama. Argentina just came out a few weeks ago, 79% inflation. 79% inflation. And it's going up like 0.3% or something like that every day, I calculated. So this is huge. Imagine the price of every single thing you're buying going up 0.3%. And it is going up some percentage every single day, but that's how quickly it's happening. Every 3 days, 1%. Every 10 days, 3%. Okay. Every 30 days, it's like 9%. I think that was the number that they put out, that inflation is 9% month over month in Argentina. I think that's how I calculated it, because it was a couple weeks ago. All right, this is happening in Panama too, and they're having mass protests, mass civil unrest. People are leaving the country. People are fleeing, going to other places. All right, and there was a report that came out a few months ago in the summer that UK could be facing the very, very similar circumstances this winter. Okay, and look at all these other countries in Europe. All right, look at them all. France energy prices. Okay, the megawatt hour for them has gone up almost 1,000%. So megawatt hour cost used to be around like 90 euros per megawatt hour last September in France. This is in Germany too. They have very similar numbers. It was around 80, 90, 100 megawatt hours. Now 100 euros per megawatt hours. Now energy prices in France and Germany are close to 900 to 1,000 euros per megawatt hour of energy. All right, so this is huge. This is coming to the UK as well. This is coming to the US as well. We are just the US will probably be the last one to fall, because we're the world reserve currency. Everyone depends on us. We are the biggest energy producer in the world, believe it or not. We produce the most oil and gas in the entire world. So we are one of the biggest food producers in the world. So we have a lot of things that we can like whittle away before it completely comes here. But as all these countries around the world, look at what's happening in China. All right, check out my video I made earlier before this video. Go check that out. Massive stuff's going on with US companies as well. But all these countries around the world are having massive issues. All right, and it's just another dent in the armor, another dent in the castle, another brick knocked out, and we're just waiting for the castle wall to fall. All right, so let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope we can repair this. Let's hope we can turn this around. But be prepared, guys. Watch out for these markets. They are insane right now. I don't even want to touch them. All right, I don't even like touching them in these kind of scenarios, because they are very volatile and they're very just all over the place. So be careful, guys. Be careful with your money. Make sure you get stuff now. Get prepared now. Let me know what you're seeing in the UK as well. If you're in the UK, you definitely need to be getting prepared for this winter ASAP. All right, but what are you seeing in the UK? Are you worried about this? Do you have any preps? All right, do you live right in the city? Are you out in the country? Do you have a farm? Are you more prepared? Can you grow some food if things really go down in the UK? Let me know what you guys are seeing, boots on the ground. And thank you guys. You have a blessed day.